Some call it enforced method acting. Others call it getting the shot. In Hollywood, anything goes. Directors will pin actors against one another, lie directly to their faces, or even hurt them just to get the perfect performance. Sometimes it's all fun for the actors. Other times it feels like manipulation. Watch this video until number 1 to find out what lies one director secretly told all the actors to create one of the best films of our century. Can you guess what it is? New around here? Welcome! Hit subscribe to be the first one in the know about all things film. Give us a like, and now we'll show you shocking movie secrets the actors didn't even know.
All right, you all know the drill. When your number is called, step forward and repeat the phrase you've been given. Understand?
The Usual Suspects. Bryan Singer, the genius behind the 2-time Oscar-winning film The Usual Suspects, had some good, clean fun with his actors. The entire film, we're wondering who Kaiser Sose is. Singer told everyone in the cast that they were Sose, making them all believe that they were playing the genius mastermind. Another time, during the serious lineup scene, the actors got hysterical after a full day. Benicio Del Toro farted 12 times and had everyone in stitches. Singer decided to use the funniest takes in the final cut. Lastly, Peter Green was told to throw a cigarette at Stephen Baldwin's chest, but it accidentally hit him in the face, eliciting real reactions from both Toro and Baldwin.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
Fight Club. In one word, Fight Club is brilliant. One particular moment that was enjoyable to everyone was probably quite painful for Brad Pitt. When Norton hits Tyler Durden in the ear, it's real. Norton's character is learning how to fight and is supposed to throw a relatively weak punch. Prior to the take, director David Fincher told Norton to actually punch Pitt in the ear, making Pitt's reaction of
Hit me in the ear!
even more entertaining. Brad must have had ringing for days. Anything for the sake of art. Alien. Alien may be quite dated now, but back in the day, it was the film that terrified every theatergoer, especially the scene where the alien bursts out of the torso of their friend's body. Ridley Scott kept secret what was going to happen from his actors because he wanted to capture real fear, and that's exactly what he got. One actress even fainted. The entire crew wore raincoats, but the actors, having no idea, just waited. Sheer animal fear is what Ridley wanted and what he got. He said to The Guardian, real fear is the hardest thing. He had to scare the bleep out of them. Sounds like a fun day at work.
Well done!
Well done!
Walk, walk, walk!
Pretty Woman. Julia Roberts and Richard Gere are a match made in heaven in the fan-favorite oldie Pretty Woman. There is one scene where the director and Gere played a joke on Julia, but the take was so good they used it in the movie. The scene became an all-time favorite. When Gere is holding out the jewelry box and he slams it shut, the laugh from Julia is all too real. Director Gary Marshall said it was meant to be just a prank. He finished by saying, "We put it in, and it became like the trademark of the movie. There ain't nothing like Robert's contagious laugh." The Birds. Alfred Hitchcock was famous for making his actors suffer, to the point where some never acted again after their experience. In The Birds, both Hitchcock and the crew lied to lead actress Tippi Hedren, saying that the birds attacking her would be mechanical. On the day of shooting, Hitchcock threw real dead birds at her. In another take, she was put with live birds to peck and claw at her. Tippi was hurt so badly she had to be taken to the hospital. Not a fun practical fart joke. Hitchcock took this secret way too far.
This is where the fun begins.
Star Wars. On the day of shooting in the Darth Vader suit, George Lucas made his own alterations, customizing the suit for Hayden Christensen without telling him. He made the suit more top-heavy, so the actor didn't have to pretend to walk with such arduous movements. If you watch the iconic scene where the Sith Lord shouts, you can see the difficulty. And thanks to a little tweak secret by George Lucas himself, it worked. His struggle was real. We're certain Hayden Christensen is still wondering, why did Lucas cast me as Vader? Don't worry, so are we.
Are you embarrassed by this game I've started to play?
The Holiday. The Holiday is one of those feel-good, festive movies you can watch all year round. In the video store scene, Dustin Hoffman wasn't actually supposed to be in it, but new director Nancy Meyers dropped by the set when he saw them shooting. Dustin walked in and surprised Kate Winslet and Jack Black. Myers and the three actors then molded the interaction into a scene. Talk about great collaboration.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Apocalypse Now. Where do we start with this one? Apocalypse Now is brimming with Francis Ford Coppola's insane antics. To get the proper performances, he supplied cocaine to Dennis Hopper, and Martin Sheen was practically always intoxicated. Sheen also suffered a heart attack during shooting from extreme heat in the jungle scenes. Not to mention Coppola directing the crew to use real cadavers to lend more realism. Since Coppola wrote the script during production, the actors didn't know what was coming. Many of the crew suffered diseases from the Philippines, and apparently, even Coppola had enough of his madness. It's reported he contemplated suicide 3 times. Come on, guys, it's a film, not a Berlin nightclub. Let's take a breather.
Yeah, I read that too. Were you gonna plagiarize the whole thing for us? Do you have any thoughts of your own on this matter?
Good Will Hunting. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, young and relatively unknown at the time, brought home the Oscar for Best Original Screenplay for this classic. However, there was one iconic scene that wasn't scripted. Will is talking with his therapist, Robin Williams' character, Dr. Sean Maguire. Robin wanted the characters to break the ice, so he ad-libbed a story mid-scene, but not the one you'd expect.
My wife used to fart when she was nervous. She had all sorts of wonderful little idiosyncrasies. You know, she used to fart in her sleep.
Damon erupts in a fit of laughter, not knowing Robin would say that. The director kept the take, and when you watch the scene, you even see the camera shake as the camera operator laughed. Die Hard. Britain's national treasure, Alan Rickman, played one of the most iconic villains in history, Hans Gruber.
I mean, I'm telling you, you're just gonna have to kill me.
Okay.
With every villain comes a memorable and horrific death. If you've seen Die Hard, you'll know he dies by way of falling 30 stories. To shoot the scene, director John McTiernan had Rickman suspended and told him they'd drop him on the count of 3. Instead, McTiernan directed the operators to drop him on 2, which accounts for Rickman's terrified look. We're guessing it's because he thought something broke and he was actually plummeting to his death. Nope, just a wakey director messing with you to get the perfect shot. What movie secret did you think was the worst? Should directors be doing this to their actors? What did you think about the fun pranks that were played? Let us know in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button for more great videos just like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.